ready to close out the work week with some strong movements. I hope that everything that's been happening in the world, with everything that's been happening with the world, you're still finding daily bits of joy and daily bits of things to be grateful for. I know that personally this last week was a little bit more challenging for me and was testing me, but I have to say that I found some moments to just get outside by myself, of course, and take some deep breaths in nature. And yeah, it gave me that kind of like burst of serotonin, that burst of those like mood boosting hormones, maybe dopamine. And I recently talked to a friend who's in Australia last night, and he was saying how he also is like living off the grid right now. He's building tiny houses, and he has been for a while. And he said this is the first year in a long time he's felt like really balanced and even. And he credits that to being out in nature and getting a lot of alone time. So we do have this opportunity right now, even though the world has slowed, to kind of reconnect with ourselves and reconnect with nature. So just wanted to start you off with that kind of message, that little reminder. So now let's move our bodies a little bit more. We're going to start on our backs on the mat, okay? So if you're just joining, all you need today is your body. And if you do have light weights, or even if you have like a tiny water bottle, they work too, and they actually might be a little bit easier to balance when we're going to use these. The only time I'm going to really use these is for a little bit of arm work, or we're going to put it in the crook of our knee. So if you notice here, I could put like a squishy water bottle there too, and it's just as effective. And as always, if you don't have anything, that's also fine too. Welcome, ladies. Good morning. All right, I also have my memory foam pillow with me too, because at the end I'd like to do a little meditation, and I wanted a little firmer pillow than my throw pillows. So if you have that, great. If not, even your body is fine. Let's start on our backs, guys. All right, so you're gonna hug your knees into your chest, super, super tight, and you're gonna start to roll side to side, imprinting your back, making sure that you're getting that twist in the lower part of the spine. Hug it as deeply as you need. Start to make little circles with the knees, giving that massage to the lower back, starting to get some pressure into the abs. And reverse the circle. Really tune into your breath here. Make sure you're not holding your breath. And now let's put our arms out to a T to the side. And you're going to just gently let your knees with each breath go side to side. Inhaling down, exhaling back to the center. I want you to try to glue your knees together if you can. Keeping both shoulder blades glued to the mat or to the floor. That's what's most important here. So you get that deep twist. Because if you lift the shoulder blade off, you're just kind of falling to the side. You're not getting that proper twist. So you really want to glue the upper body. I like to imagine I'm super glued to the floor, and then I'm just peeling my lower body off one rotation at a time. Make sure you use that breath. These are not only good for the abdominals and the obliques, they're also like a really nice counter stretch to like probably a week of too much sitting. Start to just notice your abdominals, notice your muscles working, seeing how they feel, noticing if one is working a little harder than the other. We're going to gently start to straighten our legs here, making it a little harder. Point the toes and just let the legs go as far as they can go. If you can go to the floor without your shoulder coming off, that's great. But if the shoulder wants to puff up, just lessen the angle. Don't go as far. You'll notice if you have straighter legs, it's a lot heavier. Your abdominals start to say, oh, hey, there I am. Good morning. Let's just do one more. And hug your knees into your chest. And now peel your head, neck, and shoulders off the ground like a little ball. And just hug super tight. And then you're going to let one leg go straight in and hug this one in. And we're going to do a double exhale. Switch. 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 I exhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, exhale on the pole. Inhale, exhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, inhale. And if this is too hard on the abdominals, you can keep the leg up higher like here and switch from this position. If you have more control, you're going a little lower. By that I mean your belly is not popping out, your belly is pushing down. Four more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees in, head, neck, and shoulders down. We're going to wake up our glutes and our hips a little bit now too, before we start to challenge the abdominals even more. If you find that you're in socks or you're on the carpet and you're slipping, see if you can find like a stickier surface to grip your feet into. So right now, like I'm going to remove my socks just because I have more grip with my bare feet. Plant the feet, and we're going to keep them hip distance apart, and you're going to roll your hips up. Do not come onto your shoulders. Don't sneak your shoulders under your spine. I know that's the little, the yogi version, because then you're resting on your shoulders. This is the Pilates version, so we want to really tone our glutes here, strengthen our glutes and our hips and our core. So we're going to stay up here for an 8 count. Inhale, exhale, that's 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. Really push under the butt. Inhale, exhale, 4. Push through the heels 2. Inhale, exhale, 5. Inhale, exhale, 6. Inhale, exhale, 7. Inhale, exhale, 8. Inhale, exhale, down. Now you're just going to do gentle circles. Lift those hips up and around. And I'm going a little past that Pilates clock movement. We're just moving our hips around the face of a clock. And switch sides. Settle down. So now we're going to grab one leg in the air. You're going to point the toes as much as you can. You can keep your upper body on the ground. I'm just lifting up so you can hear me a little bit more. I want you to point the toes as much as possible. I want you to walk your hands up your leg to as comfortable as it is for you. And I want you to hold that towards the body, breathing nice and deeply and evenly. With each breath, seeing if you can pull the leg a little closer. I keep the other leg bent on the other side for more support. If you want to open up this hip flexor even more, you straighten that leg on the bottom, but woo, that's a lot tighter. Point this toe. Really hold here. This should start to loosen. So don't, if it's too much pressure, bend this knee slightly, but try to point those toes. Send energy out of those toes. I want you to close your eyes and focus. Where is it tight on my leg? Tightness can come from many things. Tightness can come from not moving enough or working a lot and not doing enough stretching or giving yourself enough rest. I know that's my problem. I have had to remind myself the rest day is just as important as the work. You're a lot more efficient. So if you
find that you're really excited about all these workouts that you see online, you're doing a lot, just remember you got to factor in an extra day of maybe intense stretching or just relaxation, maybe an Epsom salt bath to soak the muscles. So from here, you're going to put your arms out to a T. We're going to cross the midline. So I'm crossing over, but I'm keeping my shoulders on the ground. And then I'm tracing a little circle, down, and open, and up. Now, if I want it to be harder, I make it a little bit lower and a little bit wider on the outside to come up. All right, so we're going to do 8 more. So go down for the inhale, exhale, around and up. Down for the inhale, exhale, around and up. If you need more support, you can bend this opposite knee, otherwise keep it down. Inhale, exhale, down, around and up. Inhale, down, around and up. 4 more this direction. 4, point those toes, glue that opposite hip to the ground. 3, this should start to feel heavy right now. Your abs are switched on too. 2, and 1. Cross that midline. Hold it at the top. Come back and bring your arms up the leg. Maybe you feel it getting a little closer to the face this time. You can have your head, neck, and shoulders off the ground or on the ground. And now we're going to reverse the direction. We're going to go out first, come back across the midline and up. It's going to go in the opposite direction. So let's go out. We've got 10 of these. And exhale, bring it around and up. Woo! 2, point those toes, even the toes on the leg on the ground. Bring it up. 3. By pointing the toes, we're actually activating the quads even more. When you flex the foot, you'll feel the hamstrings more. So we're going to get to that later. 7 more. Open. If it starts to feel heavy, you can take a break. Inhale. Exhale, around and up. Inhale. Exhale, around and up. Let's do 4 more. Inhale. Woo! Who feels it? I know I do. 2 and 1. And hug this knee in. Woo! And just open it out to the side and back to the center. Like you're opening a door, keeping everything else square. You can hug it in at the side, bring it back to the center and hug it in. And then let it come down. Now this leg should feel a lot heavier and longer than the other leg. So let's even it out. First we've got that hamstring stretch. So try to straighten your leg as much as possible. And hold behind the thigh. And if you can hold behind the calf and get it a little closer. So remember, we're going to hold this for a little while, start to notice our tightness, start to release it, will it with our mind and our breath to start to release. This is just one way we can work our legs as well without having to put any pressure on them. So this is why I like this movement form, these core classes, because even if we're injured in our lower or upper body, we can still get a really good burn going against gravity, even putting no impact on our bodies. All right, so 1 more breath, pull it in super tight. Now we're going to go across the midline first, around and up. I'm going to reposition myself because I'm going to kick my furniture. All right, so let's go. Inhale, exhale, around and up. Inhale, exhale, around and up. Inhale, exhale, around and up. 7 more. Inhale, we'll get that break in between the direction, so don't worry. We've got 6 more. Trace around, point those toes, send energy out of the toes. Try to straighten that leg as much as possible. Soft knee though, don't lock the knee. Let's move with grace and elegance, like you're tracing. See if you can see that circle or that kind of like obelisk that you're tracing. Some kind of circular shape. 2 more. And if I've cheated you out of a rep, I'm sorry. You can add an extra. Woo! Hug it in. Pull this leg in. Get that hamstring, that nice stretch. You can bend the knee if you need to for a moment. Now we got to reverse the direction, so you're going to go open first and then around and back up, okay? Point the toes. Let's go open. Inhale. Exhale. Around and up. Inhale. 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 4 more. Inhale. Point those toes. 2 more. If it feels like your leg is going to fall off, you're doing it right. And up. Oh, hug it in. And then straighten this down. We're just going to hold here for a beat. Just do a check-in with our body. See how we feel. Let's check in with the temperature. Do we feel a little bit warmer? Do we feel tingly? Maybe if you're outside, maybe you can appreciate the brisk, cold air. If you're in New Jersey, that is. I want you to imagine now that the sun is shining on you, heating you up evenly starting from your heart, letting that heat move out through your chest, out through your arms, down to your fingertips. Moving up the neck, up to the face, feeling the sun on your cheeks and your forehead, warming your hair. Also letting it travel down from the heart, down through the torso, through the abdomen, down through the hips, down the legs, out through the toes, and surrounding you like a nice hug, getting you in the back. You just feel like you're a little starburst, a little sunbeam. Maybe you notice a color. I start to see some yellow and orange. Maybe you see some other colors. Let's take one more breath here. And start to wiggle the toes, roll the ankles, roll the wrists. Start to shake the body, shake. And now we're going to inhale our arms up and over our head. Take a nice deep breath. And exhale, I want you to peel your head, neck, and shoulders one vertebrae at a time. And you're going to dig those feet into the ground. So we're coming up nice and smooth. And we're sitting up nice and tall. And we're bending over. And if we can touch our toes or if we're touching on our ankles, that's fine. Take a breath here. Feel the back of your spine with air. So back here is going to really expand. Inhale. Exhale. Swoop those arms up. And like you're being punched in the gut, sink down first. Glue those feet. Make sure those feet don't pop up off the mat. Dig it in. And back. And we're going to do 3 more rounds of this. Inhale. Exhale. Start to peel yourself off the mat. Really articulate the spine. This is great for our spinal health, not just for our ab strength. But it's great for our ab strength. Really fill up with air between the shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale. Get this belly down, like, fight. Don't just flop down. Nice and slow. The slower we go, the more control we build. And again, one more. Inhale. Exhale. Pull it up. Pull that rope. Or imagine a best friend is lifting you up nice and smoothly. Come over. Fill up with air in the back. Inhale, lift it up again. Sink that belly into the spine and glue yourself all the way down. Hug your knees into your chest, and we're going to rock up and back. And now I want you to look at your belly button as you're doing it. So we're going to switch on the core. This is called rolling like a ball. And so you're going to pause at the top. So we're going to go back and pause. Don't put your feet down. Look at your belly button, round the back of the spine. So if you can see me from the side, I'm kind of rounded here. I'm going to go back, hold, I go back, and hold, back, and hold. Two more. Back, have fun with this. And hold, it's a little back massage. And one more. Hold, woo, my feet fell. Hold it here. And you can put your feet down. Let's stand up, shall we? So you can get some water if you need it. We're going to do a little bit of a bar series. So let me just angle this a little higher. Now, if you have one of those weights, you can grab one of those weights now. Just light, just something to help you with the counterbalance. Otherwise, no weight is absolutely fine. We're going to do a combo series. So if you're by something that's supportive, like if you have a wall next to you, that works too. If you have, I have like a couch over here I can hold on to as well. Or a couch, it's like a, I don't know, like an armchair, love seat. Otherwise, if you really want to challenge your balance, you don't have to use anything. So I'm going to show you, you're going to do like a warrior 3, and I'm going to use my weight just to help me tap the ground without having to go all the way to the ground. So I'll show you from this angle. What I'm going to be doing is I'm doing my warrior 3, stretch down, get that glute stretch, coming back up, and then from here, I'm stepping back into a lunge. Okay, so it's a nice combo movement. So if you have that weight in your hand, you're adding a little shoulder pressure too. So let's do a bunch more. Tap down, really notice your hamstrings on the other leg, activating. And then if you want that challenge, don't even touch that foot to the ground before you step back for that lunge. We've got 10 more to do. 10. And get as deep as you can in that lunge. 9. Like I said, if you want to challenge your balance, take yourself away from the wall, the bar, the countertop. Woo! Every muscle is saying, hello, Brittany. Bring it down. We want to be mindful of our movement, so we want to breathe with each movement, or breathe before we even move. We let the breath lead the movement. 4. 3. Make sure your neck is in line with your torso. 2. Woo. And 1. And now we're going to hold it down in this lunge. I'm going to get a little closer to the wall. Hold it down in this lunge. And so now we're going to reach our arm up, out, up, out. So even without the weight, you're going to feel this pressure in the shoulder. Out. Get that knee as low to the ground as you can. Up, out. We've got 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Are you still holding nice and low? 3, 2, and 1. this side. You're going to come up halfway. Halfway, down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, 8. Don't let that arm drop. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step it in. All right, so now we're going to go back to that warrior 3, and you're going to hold it on the ground. So you're going to take your weight or your fingertips, you're going to come over into this position. So from here, now the leg is going to move down and up. If you have a yoga block, you can use that instead. Down and up. You want to look forward, not down, and up. All the way to the ground and up. Now you should feel that in your hamstring a lot. And up. I know I do. Down and up. Down and up. Now we only go halfway down. Halfway. Pulse it up. Halfway. Up. Halfway. Up. Halfway. Up. Halfway. Up. Halfway. Up. 2 more. Halfway, up, and halfway, up. Pulse it up. 8, 7, 6. You feel that hamstring yet? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now, seeing if you can keep it up in the air, come to standing. Woo! All right, so we're going to give this leg, this butt cheek here, you can give it a little tap. And we're going to give it a break. So you can hold on to the wall, and you're going to put this leg over your ankle, and you're going to sit back. So you should feel that nice little release in the glute, and we'll do both sides, because as you can probably tell, both legs are getting work, even though one is just stationary. One gets a little bit more work than the other, and then we're going to switch. So go to the other side. You can hold on to something. I like to. If you're used to doing this 3-legged chair or 1-legged chair, I always say 3-legged, 1-legged chair in yoga. You don't have to hold on. All right, all you cats and kittens, been watching some Tiger King. We're going to switch legs now. So get some water if you need it. All right, now I've got to do this side. I'm going to just position myself a little bit back here in case I need a little bit of the support, but you can stay where you are. All right, so we've got that glute stretch first, and then that step back in the lunge. I'll make sure you have enough space. Okay. So do that warrior 3. Come up, and then we're stepping back in the lunge. Warrior 3. Back. 10 more. Like I said, if you don't have a weight, you can just use your fingertips. I'll just show you what that looks like. Here. 8 more. So we're going to do this with nice and slow control. There's no need to rush here. 6 more. Be thankful for every rep. Every rep, you're strengthening your muscles, you're strengthening your hamstrings and your quads more than they usually get strengthened in just single rep exercises. This is why I like to combine them. Or single movement exercises. This is combining 2 things. 2 more. If my counting is off, I do apologize. I was not a math major. And 1 more. And here. Now we're going to hold it back up in that lunge and get that arm up. And now we're going to hold it right above the floor with the knee. We're going to go out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So now we're going to go down and up halfway. Halfway down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step it in. So now we're going to do that opposite one. So you're going to do that glute, and you're going to go down and up with the toes. All right, so find that comfortable position. So we go down and up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. You can hold on if you need to. 5, 6. You should feel an intense pressure in that opposite glute. 8. Next set, you only go halfway down. Halfway, up. Halfway, up. Halfway, up. Halfway, up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pulse it up. 8, 7, woo! 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down and stand up. This glute should feel beautiful right now. So reach it across, sit down. It actually might feel even more intense than the other side. Why is that? Because you've already been stabilizing. You've already been using these muscles on the other side in just maybe a different way. So they're already warm and a little tired. That's why that second side usually hurts so good. And do that other leg too. I have this weird feeling that I just did the same leg twice, so I'll have to check later. I hope you switched legs though. If so, it's not the first time I've done that. All right, so now we're gonna work with a nice wide squat. So you wanna make sure that your knees are not tracking in. You wanna open up your thighs. So what I like to do is I do a little thigh massage. I open up my thighs here to remind myself that my knees need to stay in the middle of my foot. And so you can still hold on to a bar, a table, a wall here. And I'm gonna angle this down so you can see my toes. I'm gonna give you the option as well to come up onto the toes. Yay! And I'll turn my mat because I'm on carpet. It's a little slipperier. Okay, so we see here, so you're gonna come down in this nice wide squat. And in my version, I don't want you to tuck the pelvis under. I want you to stick the butt in a neutral position. So your butt is coming back like you're sitting on a chair behind you, okay? We're gonna come down, up, and up onto the toes, and down. So we've got 10, up onto the toes, and down. 9, get nice and deep, up, and down. 8, 'm pretty sure I did the same leg twice. If you see me in person, you can throw tomatoes at me. I'll have to just do 2 rounds on the other leg now after class. Sit down as deep as you can. Up. Got 3, 2, up, and 1, up. So now you're going to stay up, and you're going to bend into this plie, or this squat. And you're going to put your heels down, lift it up. So we've got 10, 9, stay in the squat. 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Now we pulse down. 8, 7, woo! 6, 5, 4. I need to wear lighter colors next time. 3, there, just show you a little skin. 2, and 1. Now come up halfway. Halfway, down. 7, 6. Ooh, if you're shaking, that's good. 5, 4, 3, 2, woo! 1, and hold. 8, 7, 6, chest up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put your heels down. Stretch up. Turn your toes to face the center. Hands behind your back. You're going to come to a nice flat back here. Inhale, and then release down. Hold behind the ankles. Okay, so we're going to go onto the ground. We're going to put that weight, if you have it. Otherwise, you can just squeeze or pretend or put that water bottle. You're going to put it behind one kneecap. So you really have to squeeze here. So if you don't have it, you just really have to focus on flexing this foot. So if at all your wrists become uncomfortable, you can put fists on the ground. Let me come back a little bit here. Yeah. So we're going to kick up this leg and not open up the hips yet. We're going to keep this nice and square. So you're going to lift up and down. And you really see if you're squeezing and straight, because then the weight won't fall. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another 8. 8. Really push it up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Make it harder. Only come down halfway. 1. Press it up. 2. Don't release the muscle. 3. It's like a slow pulse. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it up for 8. 7. Flex that foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to raise the roof. Pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so now you're going to move this knee to the elbow and then bring this back to the center. That's 1. Knee to the elbow. 2, 3. If you need to, you can bring this elbow down, but try to keep them even. 4, 5, 6, woo, 7, and 8. Hold it to the side. You're going to lift it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right away, you're going to go onto the side. So the one that was moving is going to be on top. And you're going to put this weight on the top of your thigh. We're going to do a nice clam shell. So add pressure or just push down against it. So we go open 1 and down 2. 3, you can open up your feet 2 to make that bottom of a clam. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And now pulse it back. 8, 7. Try to open up that clam more. 5. Really put that pressure. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Now bring this top leg in front. So your top leg is making a perpendicular angle to your torso. If it's here, this is a much wider, easier position. I want this nice right angle to the torso. Now you're going to flex this foot, lift it up. You can keep the weight on top of the leg to add more pressure. 1, 2, 3. The higher you lift, the more you feel it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so now I take your hand, hit that glute. Actually feels very nice if you do this. Fun fact, I used to live in China for many years, and super early morning I would see the senior citizens doing Tai Chi, but this is how they would wake up their bodies. They would hit all over their bodies to send the chi, send the energy flowing. All right, we got to do the other side. I'm going to remember to switch legs this time for sure. Okay, so put the weight, if you have it, in the crook of your kneecap. All right, let's get ready. Okay, so we're going to go up. 2 sounds of 8. 2. Bring it down. 3. Flex it so you feel that hamstring more. 4. Use your breath. 5. 6. 7. 8. We've got 8. 7. Woo. 6. I just had a thought. If your pants are super shiny and it's slippery, you can hike up your pants if no one's around. Put on your bare skin. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now come halfway down. 1. Flex it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to bring it to the side. Knee to that elbow. That's 1. 2. Bring it up. 3. 4. 5. 6. Get ready to hold it out. 7. And 8. Hold it out. You're going to lift it up. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Hold it up for 8. Squeeze. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Right away. Lay down on your side. We're going to do that opposite clam shell. So you can put this on the top of the thigh to add a little bit of extra pressure. So we open it up. 1. Resist. 2. You can lay all the way down if you like. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7, and 8. So now, take this foot, make sure it's at a perpendicular angle, right angle to the body. Bend that bottom knee as support, and we go up. 8, flex this foot. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it down. Take your little fist, hit it out. Okay, so we're gonna get the shoulders, the core even more. So you're gonna make sure we start from a position of narrow. We're gonna be narrow, and then we're gonna go to wide. So you're gonna be holding a plank. You're gonna either be stepping, out, in, same time with the feet, or jump out, jump in. Okay, so I'm going to show both versions. Let me just angle my mat so you can see what my body is doing a little bit better. Now, if this is quite intense on the shoulders if you do the hop. So I want you to start and try it out if you need. I'll show multiple levels. You can be on your knees to start. So we're walking out wide first. Out, in. So you really got to squeeze so you don't wiggle. If you're on your feet, so you're in the narrow position, out, in. That's already, intense enough. And if you want, you can do the hop, okay? So we're just going to do 8 of those. Are you ready? Let's hit it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here. All right, sit back, give your shoulders a break. It's a little cardio if you were hopping too. Right away, that puts a lot of pressure on the shoulder. So if you feel that shoulder pain, feel free to take your knees down and always go slower. But if you notice, you have to squeeze your core so you don't wiggle all over the place. All right, so now we're going to go right into the triceps. So want your hands to be right close to the side of your body. So you're going to tuck these elbows in. We're going to go down for a 3 count and up for a 3 count. So these tricep push-ups or Pilates push-ups are really amazing for building strength. And here's a modification, or in addition, if you think of it, you're adding more glute strength. You're going to put one leg up in the air as you come down. So my hands are tucked to the side of my body, and I'm coming down for 3. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. I'll tell you when we're halfway so you can switch legs. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Let these arms go into the side of the body. Halfway. Switch legs if you can. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Use your breath. And one more here. Woo! Okay, sit back. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, well, what about the regular push-ups? Okay, they're coming now. We're going to do a little push-up and then a Spider-Man. So you're going to have your hands a little bit wider than they were before with the tricep one, but still just like about the width of your chest. And your elbows, instead of hugging the side of your body, they're going to go back in a diagonal. Okay, just think of that like beautiful like triangle shape. Okay, so you're going to do nice and slow. We're going to go for 4 counts now because you're probably a little stronger on these than the tricep ones. 4 counts down. Okay. And then we'll do 4 counts down, and then as soon as you come up, you're going to step 1 foot to the side and back, step 1 foot to the side and back. That's the Spider-Man. All right, ready? So you can be on your knees or your feet. We go to 4, 3, 2, 1, up 4, 3, 2, 1. We step and back and step and back. Let's do it again. 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. 2, 3, 4, and step, back, step, back. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. How close can you get to the ground? You can always just step a knee if that's more comfortable. That opens the inner thighs too. Gives that nice groin stretch. 3 more. We've got 4, 3, 2, 1, and up, 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 stretch, and stretch your step. 2 more. Get closer to the ground if you can. These get easier every day, the more you do them. Touch, and touch. 1 more. And sit back. All right, we're going to go back into supine, so we're going to be back on our backs. And we're going to keep our feet into this little sleeping butterfly position. So you're going to have your hands behind your head. We're going to do nice slow crunches with our hips open. If you want a challenge, your butterfly is in the air, okay? So we're going to come up nice and slow. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale, down. Now we're going to go a little faster. Inhale, exhale. If you want, put your feet up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, no pain in the neck. Exhale, all the abs. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, dig the belly in, and 1, and down. Relax. Okay, so you're going to put your feet up in the air, and if you have a weight, you can grab it, and you're going to use the weight to help lift you up. Turn a little bit more to the side. You're going to try to touch your toes with the weight. 2 rounds of 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Just lift, don't push. 3, 2, tuck your chin. 1, 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so now we're going to do the lower abdominals. You're going to keep your knees over your hips like you're a fallen over chair. And you don't want to arch your lower back, so even if you just come forward a little bit and up, you're going to work it. You have more control and you can keep your abs down. You're going to come closer to the floor and up. And your choice. If you want to have your head, neck, and shoulders off the ground for extra work, you can. So we're going to go down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more set of 8. Let's go. 8, 7. Dig these bellies in. 6, 5, 4. With control, no momentum. 2. Woo! And 1. Hug it in. Huh. So now plant your feet, guys. I want you to lift your hips up and bring them over to the right side of the mat. Take your right leg and cross it over the left thigh. And then I want you to let the knees fall to the left-hand side. You can take the left hand and kind of help deepen the twist. Keep the shoulder blade, the opposite one, on the mat, glued into the floor, and look, if you can, towards the right side of the room. This is called sleeping abdominal stretch here. I want you to come back into a nice, slower, longer breath. Check in with your body, noticing where you feel you need a little bit more stretch or love. Breath here, big and long. And on your exhale, slowly bring the heavy legs back up to the center. You should feel a little bit melted into the ground, so that should be a little harder. Plant your feet again. Lift your hips up again. Hit that pause at the top if you want. Put your hips over to the left-hand side. And then take the left leg, put it over the right thigh. And let those hips and knees go to the side, looking towards the left arm, keeping that left shoulder blade into the mat. You can move your feet or your knees for however much support you need. And it doesn't have to be all the way onto the ground. Most people are not that flexible. I know I'm not. Sunshine that's filling you. Maybe it has a different feeling in the body. Perhaps getting a little deeper now, melting even more into the twist. Taking another long, deep breath here. Exhale, get those heavy legs back towards the center. And you're going to slowly peel yourself up again off the mat using that roll up. Inhale. Exhale. Pull yourself up. You can take a pillow if you have it or a block. Place it under your bum. And you can have your hands, palms facing up towards the sky or down if you need a little bit more grounding. Try to get your sit bones into that block or the mat or the pillow. Take a deep breath here. And let out a big ocean breath sigh. Again. Inhale. I want you to
to just find some stillness, find some quiet. And all you have to do right now is focus on your inhale and your exhale. Decide what you need. If you need to be a little bit more firmly planted, I recommend putting the palms down. If you want to let some things in, if you're open, maybe you want to open up the palms to the ceiling, to the room around you. Things start to come into the mind that aren't the inhale and the exhale. Just notice and just let them pass by. Just like on a movie screen, or just like the clouds rolling by. Just observe, and then bring your attention back to that inhale and exhale. Let's end our practice with making a nice sound together. So whatever note you want to hold, you want to use the words Om or whatever word feels good. We're going to see how long we can extend that note. So let's fill up with air, maybe placing a hand at the heart and at the belly. Gently open your eyes when you're ready. Placing your hands at your heart, pushing in, feeling those arms activating, getting the nose down to the fingertips, stretching the back of the neck. And when you're ready, letting the head gently come back up. Thank yourself for showing up this morning or whenever you're doing this video. And thank you for your attention. The light inside of me honors and respects the light inside of each and every one of you. Namaste. I hope you have a brilliant day, brilliant Friday. If you're watching this on another day, enjoy the day. Do something good for your soul. Call a friend, go outside, read a book, and feel free to reach out if you have any questions or any observations. I love feedback, so I look forward to hearing from you.